What is going on, my beautiful people? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. It's a beautiful day out here, and in this video what we're basically going to be talking about, we're going to have a little bit of fun talking about anxiety and developing a relationship with our anxiety as a Christian, as somebody that wants to develop a better relationship with it. How do we handle this? Because a lot of the times, here's the thing that I was coming to. I was developing a relationship with my anxiety, and I was being able to handle it more and able to get it out more where I didn't have as much. But I was having a hard time when that anxiety, when there would be something that would flare that up and it would still come up. And I was like, okay, I don't know what to do with the freak. With this here, I don't like it. It's very uncomfortable. And I had gotten better about handling it, but it's still like, it would come up and I still was like, damn, I could feel the resistance. And a lot of times that's what's going to happen. We're gonna have that resistance. We're not gonna want to have it be there. We're gonna want to just freaking rip it off like the Spider-Man symbiote, man. And it becomes very hard to have a good relationship with it and to continue to go about our life. And we don't want to put ourselves in those uncomfortable situations because we know that anxiety is coming up. But I just today yesterday actually, I developed a different thing for handling this, and it's so amazing. So basically, I was diving in completely yesterday to be able to find out, and this is something that's going to help us all develop an amazing relationship with God and with our anxiety. It's going to help us with both of those things, surprisingly. So what it was is I developed this acronym called STEADY with 2 E's. And basically what this whole STEADY acronym is to be able to allow us to accept that anxiety and to know what to do in situations. It's basically an acronym to be able to move about in the world as a Christian with that anxiety or with whatever else we might feel on a day-to-day basis. So firstly, be still and know that I'm God is something that I was having a very hard time with. I was like, okay, I don't really understand it. Does that mean for me to just not do anything, to just freaking stop, meditate, just be here completely? No, we can't do that on a day-to-day basis. And it's not really, I don't think, what the verse is trying to say. So what I got to the conclusion with this verse is being still means that we can continue to move, but knowing that God is at the helm. Be still and know that I'm God is saying that we can continue to move in our life, but we can accept everything that is, accept the reality of what is going on, and continue to allow God to move us. Michael Jordan also gave a great little thing that can help us with this. He said that something that he's doing now that he's retired and stuff, he's actually going fishing way more because it forces him to have to let go. When you're fishing versus when you're playing basketball or golfing, when you're doing that stuff, you have control. You can be able to get a better golf swing. You can be able to shoot the ball better. You can be able to do all these things. But when you're fishing, you're basically having to cast the reel and then just let go. You cannot have it happen on your own will. You have to have patience and allow it to come. And that is what letting go is, because when we realize we can accept all the circumstances, we can accept the outcome, even if you walk away with no fish. When we go into situations, if we can accept anything that the outcome is going to be, but also any circumstances, which means if we have anxiety going into it, if we have nerves, if we have, you're a little bit tired, maybe you're a little bit sad, maybe you're not in the perfect state. If we can accept that stuff and go into it with that, that is the most powerful place that we can come from, because then all of a sudden it's accepting what God is putting into our life. Do you understand that? That's powerful. So to be still and know that I'm God means just to accept what is and continue to move. I also have this thing. Let me show y'all guys. I got a new wallpaper. Oh, we got an ESPN notification there. I got a wallpaper right here, and it's basically a log. I hope you guys can see that. It's just rolling down a river like this, and if you can see God's back right there. Rolling down a river, knowing that we're going down this nice river that God has built and put us on the path for. And of course there's going to be some rapids, there's going to be some things back and forth, there's going to be some rocks. But if we can just let go and allow ourselves to be like water and go around all this stuff, and just allow ourselves, if we have an obstacle, if there's a dam that comes up that stops us from moving for a while, we can accept, hey God, I know that you are in control. And we can let him do it and say, be still and know that I'm God, accepting whatever he's putting into our path. That is the most powerful place that we can come from, because it allows us to just accept the circumstances and to continue to move about our life like that. Do you understand how powerful that is? So that's the first one. So the S is for still. And another thing that I was saying to myself with this is accept and still. Accept and be still. So if we can accept, the circumstances that we have in our life, the things we got going on, accept reality for what it is, we don't got to change anything. We don't got to change ourselves. We don't got to change what other people are doing. We don't got to change that anxiety that we have. If we can accept that and be still with all those emotions, just like Kobe Bryant was talking about. Oh my gosh, we have a beautiful bug a ladybug that just landed on my camera. What a beautiful thing today. But if we can accept all those things and then be still with those, embrace those emotions, a lot of the times, a lot of the anxiety and stuff starts to go away, or it just doesn't allow it to grow. That's what Kobe Bryant was saying. When you can be still, it's accepting all those emotions and embracing them, and you can be still with them, and you can continue to move about like that. You're not fighting it, you're not denying it. And being still doesn't mean that you're not having that stuff. It doesn't mean that you're not having the thoughts. It doesn't mean that you're not having the feelings. But it's saying that you stop resisting them. And when you stop resisting them, a lot of the times they cease to persist. Now, even if we have to go about it for the rest of our life like that, we still could. But that's so powerful. I mean, even Michael Jordan was talking about it. He said that pretty much before every single game, he gets nervous. And that is freaking crazy. That is crazy. That he would get nervous before every single game. And of course, when he would get on the court, it would start to go away and stuff like that. And that's how we all feel a lot of the time. So let me tell y'all, this morning, I felt nerves. I'm still going into work. I'm still doing my job. And I had just started this job not too long ago. But I didn't feel like I should have nerves still going into the job. I don't know why I had the nerves. But this morning, I just really felt it after I had developed this steady. And it's just like, I accept you. And if we can do that, if we can accept the nerves that we have in our life, the anxiety and stuff, and it's almost like you're giving it a big hug. You're saying like, get over here, anxiety. I'm going to give you a big hug. I've stopped treating you and bullying you and saying that you're the worst thing ever and trying to deny you and acting like you're not there and not wanting you to be part of this big family that we have. If y'all seen Inside Out, they have all the emotions. It's like we're just kicking anxiety to the side, saying that we don't want you to control it. But it just gets growing and growing and growing. And if we could just embrace it and accept it, all of a sudden it's, oh shoot, dang, it's a big old bug. And then all of a sudden it becomes way easier to just go about our life like that. And it becomes easier to say, I accept you. And that's what happened with me this morning. I felt the anxiety, I felt that, and I felt like that little queasiness where you feel like you're about to throw up. But I still went into it, still did it, still went in my day. And once I got into my job, I just like was able to, like, it all started to go away. It just started to go away. I was able to chill. I was talking with people, man. I was having a good time. I ended up getting sent home early too. And throughout that whole time when I was feeling that anxiety, I just kept saying, be still, be still. Not saying that it needs to go away, but just know that God is in control. God is in control. God is having this happen for a reason. This is all happening for a reason. The more that you realize that life is happening for you and not to you, the more that you can accept, even when it's anxious thoughts like that, even with some nervousness. A lot of the times that might actually help us be better in the moment, and it just means that we care. It means that we're alive. So that was very powerful for me this morning. And that's the first one, be still. Still and know. That's the S. And then the T is going to be for trust. Just try your best to trust and have fun. When we're able to trust God, we're able to have fun. If you can just trust God and know, hey, He's in our life, He's caring about us. It's like you're at a playground and your dad is there watching over you. You don't got to worry because you know your dad's at that playground. He's watching, make sure no predators are coming in. He's making sure that you're safe. He's caring for you, and He has the best thing available for you. And if you can trust that, even in the bad times, you know that you can try your best to go out there and just be in the playground and have fun with what God is putting us on. The ups and the downs that He's putting us on. I love that part of it. And I just love trying to have fun in my everyday life, man. Even when it's tough sometimes, and even when you're thinking those anxious thoughts, you know. I was trying to like laugh about it, like, damn, I still feel this anxiousness. It is what it is though, trying my best to enjoy it. And then the next one is going to be steady. Yeah, so E, next one's gonna be E for effort. Being able to allow yourself to make decisions and try. You can make decisions in the moment and be like, I wanna go out there and I wanna like try my best to talk with somebody. I wanna try my best to make a plan to try to do something and you know, try to give back to people, or to try to just plan out what I wanna give to the world through God. Stuff like that, you can allow yourself to try. Even in the moment, if you're gonna be like, I wanna make this decision, thinking about, I wanna go and talk to this person and make them feel comfortable. I'm gonna make that decision knowing that I can make that decision, and it's okay to make that decision because you can still try and trust God at the same time. You're trusting God, but you're also allowing yourself to try and knowing that you're not so attached to the outcome. That's gonna come later on too. But that's so powerful because it allows you to be like, okay, I wanna try out. I wanna try here. I wanna try something different. I wanna try something new. I wanna try this and that. Give yourself permission to make a decision and try. The next one is going to be another E, 2 E's here, and it's going to be even if it's imperfect. So you can try, you can do stuff, even if in the moment you're doubting, even if in the moment you're kind of like, oh, I don't know for sure if that was the right decision. I don't know if that was stupid, if I made somebody uncomfortable, if it just didn't go right, whatever it might be. I gotta stand up, my back is hurting. But just the stuff like that, I think it's powerful to be able to allow yourself to know. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can think and have doubts, and you can even not be still perfectly. You could have anxiety, you could have stress, but still allowing yourself to try even imperfectly. So that's that one. And the next one is going to be steady. I think it's A. Yeah, the next one's going to be an A, which is going to be damn, what is the A? Even imperfectly. Oh shoot, do I gotta look it up? I might have to look it up real quick. Let me see. Hold on a second for me, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so the A is going to be adjust. There it is. So adjusting, allowing ourselves to adjust and basically discern and being able to know, okay, we can learn from these things that are not going right, or we can learn from the mistakes that we made. We can learn from the times where we might not have been the best communicator, or when we might not have done something very amazingly in God, or just when we had so much anxiety too. Sometimes that anxiety, it's not saying that you just have to allow that to be for the rest of your life. You can find out why you're having that. A lot of times it stems from wanting security, wanting validation, wanting approval, wanting that stuff. You can go into that and adjust and try your best to give it to God and to surrender it more and more. Yeah, and it's so amazing. You can still think about that and learn from your mistakes, learn from those things. Allow yourself to give yourself the green light to do that. So the D is going to be for deliver. It's basically being able to deliver the outcomes to God, deliver the rest of the stuff to God, and being able to say, like, God, I give this to you, and allow myself to go out here, do my best, and then let go. That's powerful. Let go. To deliver the outcomes to God is basically saying you're letting go. You're just continuing to tell yourself in the moment, let go, let go, let go. Knowing that it's just like you're giving it. You could have it imperfectly. You could do everything not the best, but you can still let go and just say, God, I can give this to you, and I'm doing my best with this, but also letting go. I'm also allowing it to just be in you, and knowing that you are the person that's going to make all the outcomes, the person that's going to have everything go how it should be. That's powerful because it allows you to stop thinking about it so much also. And then the last one's going to be yield. It's going to be yield, which means being able to be grateful for however it goes. And you're yielding to God. You're allowing yourself to say, just have the gratitude. There's a verse that I've heard, and it says, in everything give thanks. This is powerful because it allows us to just like say, I want to give thanks to God. I want to give thanks to God. I want to give thanks to God. I appreciate you, God. I love you, God. I just want to give thanks to you in anything. Even if it goes terrible, even if certain things go absolutely abysmal, you can still give thanks to God. And I think that that's so, so powerful. And okay, so this is all of it. But here's the thing. A way that I also like to think about it is this, like Steph Curry shooting on the court. This is a perfect way of thinking about all this stuff. So when Steph Curry's shooting on the court, firstly, just like Kobe Bryant said, he likes to try to be still on the court, which means allowing all the emotions, allowing all that stuff to come. That's what Steph Curry's doing. He's allowing himself to be still, allowing himself to embrace everything if he's tired, if he's nervous, if he's whatever. And then the second one is to trust and be able to have fun. I just heard Steph Curry. I was watching a video of him in a game that me and my dad went to go watch versus the Spurs, where he dropped like 49. It was absolutely insane. And he was basically saying that at the end of the game, he was trying to remind himself to just have fun. Remember that not to take it too serious, to have fun. So when he's on the court, if you imagine him, he's just dancing, he's trying to have fun, trying to be light, just realizing it's a game that you're playing. This is how, if we trust God, we can be going about our life and playing our game. Going about this and just playing, having fun. Even if you shoot a shot, this is also too, allowing yourself to try. Allowing yourself to try and knowing like you can go out there and you can try. You can lower the bar for what you're able to try. Lower the bar for what you're able to try. Just go out there, shoot a shot, know that you miss it. It's not that serious. You're having fun. You're out there shooting. Boom, boom, bam. You shoot it, let it go. And that's so fun. That's for the E, realizing that you can go out there, make an effort, try, make a decision. Maybe you're going to mess up. Just like Steph Curry, he's out there, he's doing his thing. He's shooting, he's doing his thing. And then the other E, which is the even imperfectly, he's going to miss a couple shots. He's going to throw a couple turnovers. He's going to have things not go right. And he allows himself to not take it so serious so that he can continue to do that. I think that's amazing because it really just shows us to be able to do the same thing in life. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to go out there. But if you can shoot it and just let go and just allow yourself to lower the bar for what you deem as a good shot, just shoot it. Practice, get better. You become better and better at life. So that's the other E. And then it's going to be for the D to discern. Steph Curry is discerning. Steph Curry is practicing. Steph Curry is trying to get better. You know, after he shoots a shot, of course, he's trying to learn, like, okay, why didn't it? What is their defense doing? What are we doing that can help? What should we be doing here? How can I get better in the next play? Trying to discern like that. And then No. It was the adjust. Sorry, the adjust. Yeah, adjust / discern. And then for the D, it's going to be dang, what was the D? Steady. I think it was deliver. Yeah, and trust the outcome. So when Steph Curry shoots a shot, if you imagine him, he's shooting a shot, he's throwing it up, he's basically turning it around, he's walking back. Even if it's a miss, he's just shooting it and he's letting go, allowing yourself to just let go. If you shoot a shot, just let go. Be like, I know that guy's got that. I know, like, just literally throw it up. You go talk to somebody, throw it up, try your best. If you go and you're trying to do something, you're trying out a new business plan, a new business innovation, go shoot it, let go, and allow yourself to discern and be able to get better off of that. But don't think about it so much. Don't like freaking obsess over it to the point where it's anxiety and stress more and more towards that. And then the yield, I was watching Steph Curry, and pretty much every time that he was shooting a 3-point shot, he would shoot a 3-point shot. It was just so smooth and so clean. He'd turn back around, he'd start walking, and he would do this right here. He would just like give one up, point towards God. And it was amazing, because that's something that can help you get into a rhythm where you stop focusing so much on trying so hard, where you stop focusing so much on trying to make it by your own effort, just knowing, even if you miss a shot, you can give it up to God and say like, God, thank you for allowing me to shoot that shot. And it allows you to get into a rhythm of gratitude, and gratitude is something that fortifies your mind. I was even hearing Owen Cook talk about this, like gratitude is just so powerful to get you into that state where you're having yourself be allowed to miss, being allowed to be grateful, and it just gets you into a rhythm like you're just gonna keep shooting, keep doing it, and it actually gets you into a better rhythm because you're just being grateful for every time. Momentum is something that can get you into a flow state. Your momentum, and this is something that creates momentum, being grateful. Every time Steph Curry is doing that, he's allowing himself to be thankful. The next time he comes and shoots, he knows he's gonna be thankful even if he misses it, so it allows him to shoot and let go easier. That's what we're doing in our life, just letting go, just pointing to the sky, thanking God for anything that we have. And I've noticed this for myself too. When I'm at work, I'm trying to just like do that, give it up to God and say, thank you, God. If something goes wrong, I say, thank you, God, for the opportunity to do that. I saw Kyrie Irving too. Kyrie Irving he had just torn his Achilles, and he goes to the free throw line to try to shoot the free throws, and he's just saying, thank you, God, thank you, God. So if you can do that throughout our day, all of a sudden it starts to get you into a rhythm of gratitude, and that is so powerful to get you into a flow state and to allow you to just let go. So this is all that we're trying to do. Remember, it's steady with 2 E's. This is something that's just going to get you into the acceptance of your feelings, allowing you to be still, allowing you to just go about your life and continue to do it however you want to do it, whatever you want to do. Allow yourself to put yourself into uncomfortable situations every single day. Love you guys very much, man. Talk to you on the next video. Have a good rest of y'all's day. Peace.